Well, howdy, all collector car fans out there. This is Jason, the owner and founder of Southern Bush Motorsports, and we come to you with another Tales from the Bush. This one, believe I was up in the Blue Ridge Mountains in Kentucky. Yeah, that's a '69 440 Daytona, untouched, original paint, everything. It was his place I was looking at. It was his dad's car. Wasn't for sale. Don't ask. Hadn't been moved from that area. You can see the rims are sunk into the ground. That car hadn't been moved from there since the 70s. And it's a Panther Pink AAR Cuda right there. So this collection was a little bit weird because the guy, it almost seemed like a Roadrunner convertible. More, the guy had heard that I was in town and lots of people were making money from me and all that good stuff. And it just seemed like he wanted to meet me, but he didn't really want me to take many pictures. So again, this is a situation where I don't go all the way up to these places to be told no. So sorry for the bad pictures, but most of these pictures were taken with a button camera that I keep. The camera's on my shirt and the button's in my pocket. It was all Bluetooth then. Actually, back then I think it was wired. There's a RT 70 440 RT Charger. But yeah, so some of the pictures are really grainy, some of them are bad, but at least I got pictures of my work when I was out there. I don't like using a button camera, but the guy did say it was okay for me to be out there, so I haven't done anything wrong. Just kind of weird. He had like really cool cars all over the place, but it was like he was working on all of them at the same time. So with this episode of Tales from the Bush, any of you guys recognize that Cuda right there, 71 Hemi Cuda drag car? Yeah. So with this episode here of Tales from the Bush, there's not going to be a lot of interior pictures of cars. There's a 71 RT Charger, hideaway headlights. It's not going to be a lot of detailed pictures of interiors and stuff like that, because I was just trying to get on through. So it's more or less this guy's collection was just massive. He had hundreds of cars. How about 100 cars all over the place? Cars, parts, bodies of cars, engines. It was just crazy, but I wanted to get pictures of as many cars as I could, so I decided to not show too many interior pictures of cars and just get out what I could of all the cars that were on the property, because it was really cool to see all this stuff. You know, I always hated having to use my button camera because I knew the pictures wouldn't be very good. Look at that 68 Charger RT. Look at the hubcaps. God, that was just first Mopar I ever saw when I was a kid. I saw one of those 68 Charger RTs at a dealership. I fell in love with it. That's a nice little Camaro right there. You can see in the background. Look at all the cars. This was just one barn of about 3 or 4 barns that I was in. So that's a good daylight picture if you saw my past Tales from the Bush with that 71 Hemi Cuda drag car. And she was rough car, but 71 Charger RT, just lying in the back of the building. No cover on it, windows open. But it's his stuff. He does what he wants with it. But you know that I wouldn't done that. Well, that's not an AAR, because they didn't make an AAR convertible. But nice Panther Pink looking car. There's that Camaro right there. It might have been an SS. Really clean looking car. It almost looked like he had driven that car a few times, but it had an inch of dust all over it. There's another picture of that 69 Charger sitting out in that cow pasture there. It looked like every cow in the field had kicked that thing. You know, what can you do? It's not my stuff. There's another 71 Charger RT. Just crazy line all over the place. You know, it was amazing to see all this stuff. Oh, look at that one right there. I can't remember if this was at this guy's collection or not. But that is a 70 Hemi Cuda, and it was a Panther Pink car. It's a 71 383 Roadrunner. Look at that Coronet, that old car. And yep, you look on the left-hand side right there. That's what you think that is. There's 68 Charger. That's the back end of that other car, that other 68 Charger I was saying about. Just a beautiful car, absolutely beautiful car. That's a 383, 69 383, I think it was. Roadrunner convertible. It was just weird how all these cars were like being restored at the same time. It was like so spread out, and it was only him and his dad there. I didn't see any staff or anything like that. That was a beautiful 68 Super B. Like the guy's work, I can't remember if he did all the work or not, but the workmanship on the car was just old school. Definitely somebody that did it old school. There's a beauty right there, a nice Challenger RT. I remember that was also a restored car too. Look at that thing. 71 Challenger RT. I think it was a 440 car with no Hemi or nothing like that, but just beautiful. Restored exactly the way the fender tag or the build sheet said it was. There's a 70 Charger RT just sitting behind the building. You know, most people would kill for a car like this, and he had them lying all over the place. Lying out in the cow pasture. And a 69 Charger RT right there. Like I said, the guy's work was just phenomenal. Like when he did a car right. There's another that Charger RT sitting there. I think it was a 70. Just a beauty. Yeah, that was such a beautiful car right there. That was that 71 3D3 Roadrunner. Looked like it was getting a quarter put on it. That, I think, was the 68 Cornet convertible. Wasn't an RT or anything like that, but I think they were planning on making it look like something like that. There's that Roadrunner convertible again. Just stuff stashed all over the place. It was really cool to see this. And you can see he had all the parts lined up. That was a Plum Crazy Purple 346 pack AAR Cuda. Look at the workmanship. Like, just phenomenal workmanship. The guy definitely knew what he was doing. There's that 71 Charger again. I'm just a 71 Charger fan, so got lots of pictures of that. And again, you know, like I've said in the past, I just took pictures of cars and put them in folders. I think that was a 72 or 73 Challenger. Beautiful paintwork. And I haven't seen these pictures in years, so I just pick a folder and then I really don't know what's coming up. That was a drag Vega. You believe there was a 454 under the hood of that little tiny car. That was so cool to see that thing. I think there was a Dart sitting there like that. Just sitting there with stuff piled all over it. I'll get to it one day. It's usually how these people are. There's that 71 Roadrunner again. It almost looks like the 71 Roadrunner I had in the earlier. I had a bad quarter on it. It was the same quarter. There's a back end of that 71 Charge to give you a bit of a different view of it. Was a pretty straight car. It looked pretty solid too. Well, there's the new roof that would go for that 71 Cuda. I just realized that's somebody cut the roof off. Did a good job cutting it off too. There's another angle of that 71 Charger, the RT. Such a straight car, solid. Not, you know, it needed to be restored obviously, but definitely complete. There's that SS. Yeah, I remember that place. He was really adamant about me not taking pictures, but he did let me take a few pictures, so that opened up the door enough for me to take some more. Things about these cars when he was restoring them. Like I said, he restored everything back to the condition that they were in. There's that, looks like, I'm pretty sure that was a Coronet convertible. But guy was really cool about the way he did stuff. He always gathered up the parts first before he started the restoration. I don't know, man. Yeah, that looks like a Superbird on the far left there, but that wing's way too big to be a Superbird. Look at that beauty right there. Look at the workmanship that this guy did. You know, that's the process that should be done. The body work was all done. Car was painted. And dropped the engine in. There's that Charger RT. I tried to get that car, but he just wouldn't let it go. He didn't want to sell anything on the property. I mean, look at the way he did it. Take the car apart, man. That's the way you're supposed to get it done. Cutting off the rot metal. Getting ready to prep it. He just definitely, he knew what he was doing. I was just surprised on how everything was all spread out and being started and everybody working on the same thing. Hey, Arcuda convertible. That would be a first, but yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I don't think so. You know, look at the guy's workmanship. He definitely knew what he was doing. He definitely knew how to restore cars. I was just surprised they got anything done. Oh, look at that 70 Charger right there. 70 Charger RT. That looks like, I think that was a Hemi car. I'm pretty sure that was a Hemi car. That's definitely a Plum Crazy Pure Play Arcuda. Well, I appreciate you coming by and checking another Tales from the Bush, another weird trip for me. And don't forget to like and subscribe and, you know, stay tuned for more Tales from the Bush.